All right, guys, against the Jerry Garcia throw, I'm going to do my Christmas haul. I think I'm going to stick with just non-video game stuff. I'll do another one with video game stuff because I got a ton of stuff there. This will be just movie or music related stuff. So let me start out with, and those of you who saw my music one I did recently, there are some repeats here, but I'm not totally. First up is this Grateful Dead. It's called Sunshine Daydream. It's a limited edition. Can't remember how many they limited it to. It's in the inside here, but it contains a really nice book, which I'll show you. It's here we go, 11,132 out of 12,500. So fine number. I don't think the number really matters to me much anyway, but so you've got the book that comes with it, and the book, and then you've got the, let's start with this. These are the actual CDs. You've got set one here, then you've got set two, and the Grateful Dead, pretty famous for 3 sets. So you've got the third set here. And then finally what they did was they took a Blu-ray and made a movie of the show, but it's kind of a greatest, rather than try to cram it, I don't know why they just didn't put the full thing on 2 Blu-rays, but this is what they did. And who knows why. But here's the songs that are actually in the movie on the Blu-ray. Some great songs there, so it's going to be a great set. You know, a little bit of everything on it. And then you've got a book. This concert was filmed in Oregon, 1972, I believe. Yeah, August 27th, 1972. Beautiful artwork on it, though. And then you've got a nice book with it that really details a lot about the concert, about the band, and so on. Yeah, real nice. Fans have been clamoring for this particular set forever. It was supposedly one of the better recorded sets that the band did. And so fans have been, there's that. Real nice. There's the back. Top, bottom, spine with the Grateful Dead, Steal Your Face right there. So that's the first item that I will show. Again, I'm sticking with music and DVD stuff and music and movie related stuff, and not not so much video games in this one, because I got a lot of video game stuff which I'll do separately. I've got some people on my channel that joined it for the few video game things I did on the PS Vita and the Wii U, and I've got some nothing PS Vita, but I do have a Wii U pickup or two. And I've also got quite a few Xbox One games, and picked up an Xbox One, so I'll be showing that in another video. Okay, next, Roger Waters' The Wall. Love this performance of The Wall. What I like about it is not only does Roger Waters show the actual performance, the in-concert performance, but also between songs, he goes to Europe and visits various places where some of the soldiers are buried from World War II, where his father died. Really nice the way they do this, and it, he's talking about some aspects of his life, and meanwhile, primarily they're showing the concert film. I don't want you to, but it is definitely from Roger Waters' perspective. You get the digital HD. There's a bonus disc here, some bonus features. You can see on the back some of the bonus features from this one in particular. You can read that, all right? Really powerful version of Comfortably Numb from the O2. Special guest David Gilmour, who appears really dramatically during it, and the crowd just goes bonkers for it, so it's really cool. I really like Roger Waters' The Wall. I can't believe I haven't opened the show. I'm going to open it right now. This is I got this on Christmas Day, and we're almost to New Year's now. So this is a 2 Blu-ray and CD set of the Beatles 1+. All the #1 hits that from the the last release that was on CD, which I also own. But now they've added a lot of, well, they added all video. This is all video right here. So you've got Blu-ray and CD here on the left, and then Blu-ray only on the right. Some songs repeat themselves, some do not. They're different versions, obviously. Let me open this sucker up. I don't know why I haven't. I guess I've been playing so many video games lately. More on that when I do the video game haul, if we can call it that. And I'll show you, what I got, and I'll talk about what I've been playing in particular. Because I've been playing one or two. I played them all. Well, I played a lot of them. But I played one or two in particular, so I'm going to save this. So someone said to save this. I don't know. Is that one of the... someone said you need to save that sticker. So I'm going to go ahead and save it because some idiot on YouTube told me to. But be like me telling you to do something. I don't know how much value it has, but I'll go with it. I guess I can't get hurt by it. I usually save a lot of that stuff anyway. I'm joking. I do save a lot of it and leave it in my in the case. Why not? Yeah, here we go. Beatles 1 and 2. Here's the 2 Blu-rays, I think. Looks like it. And then you've got a book that's, I don't know if I like it or don't like it when they make it part of this, but each one of the videos now has all the information, more than I thought they'd have, actually. Who produced it, the location where they shot it, where it was, when it was recorded, when it was released, and so on. A glimmer of it, and then some text about it. So, yeah, each one of these has that. Really nice, actually. Love the Beatles, so this will be something I really look forward to. And there are some intros from Ringo Starr and Paul McCartney, so this is really nice. Even without the slipcover, it's nice. But we'll be putting the slip on it too, because why not? But actually, it's a hardcover book underneath the slipcover, so I like that. And then the CDs are in the back, so the CD is in the back. That's Beatles 1. I was really happy to pick that up. Another thing I got, music related, and this is probably file this under, it's not for everybody, but I love it. This is Brave by a band called Marillion. They shot this in a theater, 14 cameras, and they say it was what do they say on the back here? Something about capturing glorious high definition by 15 cameras in a purpose-built arena. So it was built for this type of stuff, I guess, for this type of video / audio presentation. They have big screens behind them. And, yeah. Big screens behind them on a backdrop. And this doesn't mean much to you unless you're a fan of the band, but that's the whole Brave concert on the left. And then on the right are the encores, including some Friday night songs they did. Yeah, really good stuff. I like Marillion a lot. That's what the CD looks like. And then you've got just some information, who's in the band and that kind of stuff. Marillion is, if you like Genesis, sort of like earlier Genesis, not like the hits Genesis. There's a familiarity there. I don't think they sound a lot like Genesis, but it's the closest thing I can come up with. Maybe somebody else will come up with a better analogy if they know who Marillion is. But we really like that. Then I got, on the non-music side, I picked up Inside Out. This is actually a Christmas present for my daughter, so Santa Claus brought this. But it comes in the collection anyway. My daughter watched the DVD. She's got it in her player, and I watched the Blu-ray the other day. I really liked it. I hadn't seen this before. I really enjoyed it. I've got a bunch more downstairs that I just recalled that are down there. Yeah. I may include those in this video. It was San Andreas, quite a few actually, that I got. Let me show this one next. That's the Friends complete series on Blu-ray. A little controversy here in that some of the comes with a lenticular cover here, which I enjoy. I love this series. For me, it was one that I can almost always watch friends, and you know, it's relatively kid-friendly. My wife and I enjoy watching it together. Comes with a booklet that shows all the episodes, and then a harder cover, magnetic closure. I really like the way they did it. It's just plain on the back, just black on the back. But well, I'll show you the inside thing as long as I'm messing around with it here. I'll give you an idea in case you haven't seen it. Then you've got this book in here that it comes with, and this has also got a magnetic closure here on the side. And then inside the discs are just, that's a nice picture there. And then you've got the discs in here. This one happens to be in the player. Each season is colored differently, and you've got backdrops of the city throughout. Different backdrops throughout. Very much a New York City type comedy show, I guess. It took place in New York. So, yeah, I really like this series, really like this set. I thought they did a nice job putting it together. The controversy on this is that they apparently, some of the episodes were cut for original broadcast television, and then they've been shown in syndication with some of that footage put back in. It's usually a couple minutes. I think it's two or 3 minutes per episode. And obviously they cut it for a reason. You know, it wasn't the funniest stuff. Yet occasionally there's some good lines. You don't really need to have the extra footage in. I've got the extra footage on a DVD, but for my money, I'd rather have the better quality picture and the extras that are on this than the 2 or 3 minutes. Now, would have been nice to have all of it? Sure. But if you watch the series when it was on, these are the shows you saw, not the ones that are in syndication, which have the extra. I don't know if it's all the time they've shown it in syndication, but certainly some of the time they've shown it in syndication. I understand they've had this extra footage, so for what it's worth, you lose that extra footage on this particular set. That's been a little bit of a controversy, just not for me. I'm okay with it. Okay, next up is this rather large and very heavy book. And it really is. It's hard to express just how large this thing is and how heavy it is, but it's the Grateful Dead illustrated Trip, forward by Robert Hunter. Beautifully and lavishly photographed and illustrated here. Move this over here a little bit so you can get some idea of both pages without, I'm not going to zoom out, but give you an idea of what we're talking about here. It's got like a timeline and then some different stories and pictures about that timeline. So you've got both stuff on growing up. I think the story of Jerry losing his finger when he was a kid is probably in here. His older brother chopped it off. They were playing a game. He was swinging the axe. Jerry was moving his hand, putting the wood under, moving his hand quick, and somehow their timing got off, and he lost his middle finger. I'm not sure if that added to his sound or what, but I'm not sure that helped him or not, but he added a unique sound, that's for sure. You get the idea here. For a Grateful Dead fan like myself, this is a huge book here in every way. It's got your different albums, like here's Europe 72, which I own. It has all, this is the sides of the album. CD's a little different, but there's a box set that came out, which I own on both. In the vinyl format when it was out, I have the CD now. Sold on my vinyl years ago. I know vinyl's making a comeback. For me, CDs are always going to sound clearer and probably truer to life, but vinyl has a warmth to it that some people find they enjoy better. I'll say that. I think if you put them on a scale, an engineer will tell you that there's no question a Blu-ray is a better sounding device. I mean, I'm sorry, a CD is a better sounding device than a vinyl album. But a lot of people argue with you and say, I like the sound of vinyl better. And I think it's just a question of, you know, do you like a vanilla or chocolate milkshake? I suppose you could make the claim that, you know, the vanilla is the purer of the two, but some people prefer chocolate, some people prefer strawberry, and so on. See, it's probably something like that, although I think there's a more definitive group that'll tell you that, especially engineers, that absolutely CDs sound better. Off to the side. The last one I'll show here, because again, the other ones are downstairs, but it was a bunch of movies. Pixels, San Andreas. Pixels is the I got it in 3D. It's the one that it's another Adam Sandler movie, which, you know, the kids like Adam Sandler a lot. I'm iffy on Adam Sandler. Anything after Happy Gilmore, I'm kind of iffy on. Although I do like the one where he went back to school. Billy Madison, I enjoy that one. But it's Pixels. It's a video game. Aliens come down and decide to invade like video game characters because somehow they get a copy of some sort of video game stuff from back in the 70s or 80s, and these guys, Sandler and his cohorts, are around to you know, Spade and some of the other guys are around to battle these because they were nothing but video heads in the day. I think that sums it up about as well as you can. I think this will be last then. This is the Bruce Springsteen box set. Prized possession for me because I'm a big Bruce Springsteen fan. Have been. This album in particular I really enjoy. It had a great mix of stuff on it. Here's the back. Springsteen with this album wanted to kind of move into the adult world a little bit more. That's the that artwork there very much. Well, I guess I should put it the right way. This artwork very much sums up the kind of artwork that was on the kind of fonts that they used on the River album. And then inside here, this slides out like this out of the top. So I'll show you this here. Let's see. First, we'll go with the CDs and the Blu-rays. These are contained here. The original album, on two discs, is here. The River, remastered for the set, so it should have really good quality. I haven't listened to it yet. Then you've got the original record that Springsteen turned in to, this was Columbia, CBS Records. He had two sides. This was going to be side one here. If you know these songs, well, you may not even recognize some of them. Someone didn't make the record. That was going to be side one of the vinyl. And this is going to be side two. Yeah. And this is what they actually turned in. And then they decided, or he decided, you know what? I got all these other songs. I really want to say more than I'm saying on this one vinyl record. And so they cut the rest of the record. These are all the outtakes, songs that didn't make it, well, or didn't make it in this format. No, they didn't make it, period. Some of these would become concert favorites, concert staples in some cases. Paradise by the Sea has been one that he's done before. Roulette, Restless Nights. A lot of these are ones that I've heard before quite a bit. Those are the outtakes. Then you've got, what else they put in here? They put in this documentary that ties it by. They just showed this on HBO, I think, the other night too. It's like a 60-minute documentary. To me, it was kind of a waste of a whole Blu-ray to just put a 60-minute thing out here. I think that's all it is, though. I think it's just 60 minutes. I can't confirm that by looking at this disc. The running time on this thing. Yeah, 59 minutes. So you're not getting a full hour's worth of entertainment on a Blu-ray, but the quality's good, and it was a nice. I thought it was a good documentary. So it's good stuff what they showed. I wish it was more behind the scene footage like they had in a prior one that I got. And then the real gem here is the Blu-ray that has a concert from Tempe, Arizona. So these are some great stuff here. The way they package it is really nice too. So you get that in that format. It's black. Then you've got this composition book that there's a thing from the outside. So I'll do the same with the Beatles, put it inside the book somewhere. But you've got the actual lyrics in his handwriting or typing in some cases. Sometimes you'll see the typing and then he'll cross stuff out, which is kind of cool. Same thing with the handwritten. He'll cross it out. He'll have like various lyrics. And these don't, you can see these sometimes undergo changes. They're not the same lyrics that he started with. He crosses stuff out, adds stuff. Interesting. That's that. And then finally, a pretty thick book here. Maybe 100 pages, something like that. Maybe more. Various pictures in concert, behind the scenes, dates of the river tour. Just pick out the one you went to if you happen to go, like I did. Some of the ticket stubs. Again, more. All these were shot during this this tour. By the way, he's going on tour now, promoting this and the River album, since it's is it 25 years old, I guess. 25 years old, this record. Still sounds good today. I mean, but he's promoting it, taking it to the road. And so if you are fortunate enough to get a ticket for this concert, you'll be able to see Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. The ones that are left anyway, two of them are dead, that were on this album. Clarence Clemens, saxophone player. And on inside, I have the thing from the outside. I saved that, put it in the inside because it fit. It was just on the back of the box. I'm not going to show that, but it was on the back of the box. So I'll put this back away. So that's the haul, guys. Less the ones I told you about that are downstairs. That, you know, the handful of stuff I got mainly for the boys. 3 boys, teenagers, and they'll enjoy the movies I got them. And I say with San Andreas, Pixels. Just trying to think of some of the other popular ones that were out toward the end of the year. Those are the ones I picked up, mostly on sale. Yeah. Or possibly Santa got them. I don't remember anymore. It's either Santa got them or I picked them up. I'm not sure. There's a combination deal there. Okay. I am sliding this back in. Perfect. Right there it is. Back in the box. That goes up on a shelf. It's a very heavy set. Not quite as heavy as that Grateful Dead book, but pretty darn heavy. That is the haul that, for me... Oh, it's not the haul. One more item, which I will show here. Can I get to it easily? Not as easily as I'd like. Hold on one second. All right, let me slide this over to the side here if it's possible. Okay, there we go. Heavy, heavy. Last but not least, and I have not opened this yet either. I haven't had time to watch it, quite frankly, but it's a beautiful set. I have watched one of the movies before, which is part of the reason why I wanted to pick it up, this set. It's 3 movies, actually, a trilogy by Satyajit Ray, and it is on Blu-ray. It's a Criterion movie. Spy number 782. I'm talking about the Apu Trilogy. This is a fairly famous set of movies that were thought lost. At one point, they thought the negatives for this movie were vanished. It is a movie that takes place in, or was filmed, I should say, between 1955 and 1959. The first two, 1955, 1956. The last one, 1959. Not the same actor in all 3 movies. Not like Boyhood, where they picked the same person. But you can see here, 2 decades after its original negatives were burned in a fire. So they were burned. Century Ray's breathtaking milestone of world cinema rises from the ashes in a meticulously reconstructed new restoration. The Apu Trilogy brought India into the golden age of international art house film, following one indelible character, a free-spirited child in rural Bengal, who matures into an adolescent urban student and finally a sensitive man of the world. These delicate masterworks, Padar Panchali, Song of the Little Road, that's the one I saw, Aparajito, The Unvanquished, and Apur Sansar, The World of Apu, based on 2 books by somebody, were shot over the course of 5 years, and each stands in its own as a tender, visually radiant journey. They're among the most achingly beautiful, richly humane movies ever made, essential works for any film lover, and then a shitload of special edition features on this 3 Blu-ray set. Each film then is, and I like when they do this, is separated. Panther Pachili has a thick book with it. The other 2 are just plain. And the book suffices for all 3 films. I wanted this for a while on the Criterion Collection. I saw the movie years ago. Or I should say I saw bits of the movie years ago. And then I saw the finished work not that long ago. Just this one, though. So I'll be interested to see all 3. This boy was wonderful in the role. And that's the first one. Anyway, the Apu Trilogy. I did get this once before in, and it was damaged, so I did open it prior. I just haven't opened this one. This is the one that Barnes & Noble sent me as a replacement. The other one got smushed in the mail, so I have to return it. But, yeah. Okay, guys. That is it for me for Christmas. Hope you guys had a good Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or whatever else you may celebrate at the end of the year, if anything. And a Happy New Year. I will be doing a top, I don't know, maybe 10 of what I thought were the best releases of the year, at least the ones that I picked up. And then just as importantly for me, were the top, I might do 20, I don't know, certainly do 10 things I picked up in the year 2015. So there's a difference there. One is it was released in 2015. The other one is, I don't care when it was released, I got it in 2015. So for me, it's a new acquisition. And there's obviously more to choose from on that end of things. So I'll be attempting to narrow that down. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. And until the next time, Dean of DVD. Take care.